Hi, y'all. Well, I couldn't sleep. Well, I did sleep for a little while, but then I woke up because I got this earache. Doggone it all, anyway. But anyhow, so I figured since I'm up, I might as well work on my one of my slow stitching patches. I worked on this Monday, then I did this little piece on a video since Monday. This is something else. I don't know what that is, and I did that one day playing with something. But what I'm going to do with this right now is I am going to add to this. Um, I'm going to add some pieces of just odds and ends of pieces of fabric. And I got these out of my red bag of my reds and pinks. And I'm just going to put them here and there and anywhere on this piece of fabric. I'm just going to cover up some of it like that. And I just love Miss Campbell here. Miss Campbell's going to go right there, front and center. And let me see here. I'm just going to put these, layering them over one another and just putting them wherever I think they should live. And that is fine enough for me. And so, I don't know, that kind of looks like a ladder, doesn't it? Maybe I'll turn that under right there. Put that there. And then this one here. And this one here. And this is another one like that. No, this one should go down here. And this one should go right here. Oh no, that one's already right there like that. And so maybe this one should go right here. And this one just go right there, Miss Campbell. And okay, now you just go right here. And so then what I'm going to do, all I'm going to use today is this. This is some crochet cotton. And this is all I'm going to use on this. But I'm going to use, I think, a lot of chain stitch on here. Maybe I'll add more beads. I don't know. I got a couple buttons here. And I got a little crocheted heart. And then all I would need is the end of this here ball of string. Oh, there it is. And I'm going to put this on a needle. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Today was a very good day. It is still today, right? What time is it? Oh, it's 12 minutes after 1. Oh, so this is already tomorrow. And tomorrow's going to be a very good day, too. Every day's a very good day. Every day was whatever you make it. Okay, so I'm going to move that up there. Move these a little bit right there. And then move this up a little bit here. There we go. Now, okay, so what I'm going to do here is simply, first I'm going to, let's see, I think I'm just going to go borrow stitching a few stitches first. And when you're slow stitching, you just kind of make up your rules as you go along. And this piece here, I'm just used a piece of red background. My hands don't want to, my fingers don't want to be tight today. Just a minute, let me get my pullers. Uh-oh, where'd they go? Uh-oh, where'd they go? Uh-oh, here they are. Yep. I have this pair of these pliers that's got like a little rubber on them or something. They're for jewelry in some way, but I don't know how. And so, but sometimes when that needle doesn't want to come through the fabric, I just get them pliers and just pull it through with the pliers. And so, let's see, I won't put beads to this close to the edge. I do know that. Let me see. Maybe I want to put, okay, I might want to put a couple pins here to hold this where I want it to be living at. And, there we go. God, I got the sniffles. I just don't know. Okay. All right, now, and so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to borrow stitch this up, just this one side anyway. And this fabric I put on here, raw edges. Sometimes I might hem edges and put the pieces on. It's however I feel on that particular moment. And so, but I'm just going to do on right here. This is just raw edges right here. And this is like no plan, really, no plan at all. I'm just putting it in there. And that's what you do when you're slow stitching. You don't have to have a plan. And I don't even have a plan for this finished project, because I don't know if it's ever going to get finished. But because they don't have to get finished. When you're working on something like this, you don't have to get finished with it. You can just work on it. Now, so, now maybe I want to go, do I want to go across the top? Sure I do. I'm going to go across the top now. And the size of the stitch doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's whatever, kind of let your needle dictate where things go. Doesn't have to be straight. Now, some of you might be a little bit more persnickety, and you might want yours to be all like straight and stuff, but I'm not quite like that. I'm kind of very eclectic and very, let's see what will happen if we do this, kind of a person. I'm pulling that through. I should have pulled it through that one before I started going through that one. Okay, I got through there. Now put this, you go back over here, Mr. Flowery Piece. Or Mrs. Flowery Piece. And I'm going to put just, and see, I may still go over some more with more stitches, Maybe I will do more colors. Or maybe I will, you just never know what you're going to get. Box is like a oh, never mind. It's like life. Slow stitching is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. So here I'm going to go. I got to this corner here. So now I'm going to go down this corner, down this side, and just kind of slow stitch it. What I'll probably do is get each one of these pieces sort of attached to the background, onto the foundation fabric. Let's call it the foundation, since we're making this up as we go along. We're gonna, oh, I want to tell you something too. I listed some more cigar boxes with so slow stitching treasures in it. in them. I listed some more, but I need to tell you something. Today I had an experience that made me feel really bad, but it's just something that happens. I I've sold quite a few cigar boxes that are filled with slow stitching treasures. But today I had a response from one of the ladies that got a box, and she was very, very upset. She was very upset because it wasn't exactly what was showed in the picture. And then I thought, oh my God, did I not tell them? And I sort of did in the instructions, but then I didn't really, I guess, say that none of them are exactly the same as in the sample one that I showed in the picture. All of my cigar boxes are different. When I get cigar boxes, I usually get 10 at a time. I never know what kind of cigar boxes I'm going to get. And this lady, she assumed that she was going to get exactly the cigar box that was the in the image, and she was upset because she didn't get that one. She got a different one. And actually, she sent me the picture of the one she got, because I don't even know who I send to what, because I just pack the cigar boxes. I get them wrapped in bubble wrap. I put them in cardboard around them. I put them in a poly bag, and then they are there ready. Then when somebody buys one, I just put the label on one of the bags and send it off. That's how I'm working this. And so nobody can really pick and choose what they want. It's just what you see is what you get. And I don't know if that's a bad way of doing business. I don't know. But this lady was not happy, and she wanted a refund, and she was very upset. And because actually I thought the box was awesome. But see, because the box she got, most of my boxes are like brown, like a brown box, and then they have the advertisement of the cigars on the box. Somehow the box that she got was yellow, and I thought it was awesome. It was enameled, kind of enameled. There was two enameled ones that I sent off, and I just thought they were awesome. But then it also had a scorpion on it, an image of a scorpion, somehow in the name of the cigars that were originally in there. I guess had something to do with scorpion. And she goes, I hate scorpions. And so she was not happy with her box at all. So what I'm saying that to let you all know that all my boxes are different. So if you order a box, I don't know what it's going to be, because like I say, it's going to be a cigar box, and it's going to be wood, and a wooden cigar box. Some of them are, wait a minute, let me real quick get a couple of examples here. Let me see if I have. Let's see. See, these are just three of the cigar boxes. Like this one here opens this. Oh, I got some stuff in this one already. This one opens like this way. It's got a latch. It's got hinges on the back, but it's brown, okay? Brown wood. This one here, this one's kind of odd, because this one says Fat Bottom Betty. This one is not very deep. So when I pack this one, it's got some ribbon in there, and see on the inside, it's got a picture of Fat Bottom Betty in there, and sometimes when I get them, but this one's shallow. So when I pack this one, it'll still have the same amount of stuff in it, but sometimes I have to put them in a separate pack, like a separate baggie on the top. So see, that one's different. Again, brown. This one probably is more like the one that I had shown on the image, my father's cigars, but and then it's got a pretty image inside too. But like I say, I never know which box you're gonna get. Let's see, I don't have, let me see something just a minute here. Let me see. Okay, let's see. But cigars come in all kind of shapes and sizes and whatever. The boxes are all different. This one here, that one might upset somebody. I don't know, because it's called the Upsetters. And then it's got that image on there with this dude with guns in his hands. And it's a pretty deep box. And then it has an image at the top. And this one doesn't have hinges. This one's got a different way of hinging. It's hinged, but not with metal hinges. And so they're all different. And like I say, you never know what you're going to get. This one's really cool. They're dusty. This one's got hinges in the back. And then it's got a nice latch. It's got felt in the bottom. But you don't, and this one's even got like little legs on it. I thought that was pretty cool. Now, and then this one's little bitty. I probably wouldn't send this one off because it's just little. Got a little rip there. But see, this is what some of the box are like. This one's a wooden box, but it's in this color like this. I think it's pretty myself. And so I did give her her refund, and that's what she wanted. She wanted a refund. But I don't normally give refunds, but I don't have that written. I don't have that written in stone on my I'm not an expert at this selling stuff. I'm bad at this selling stuff. And so I didn't have that written in the description, that I guess that they were all different. I sort of had it in there. Now it's in there because I went in there and I added it, that all cigar boxes are different, but I don't post each one separately. I just post that it's a kit, and then I try to explain that they're all different, so that people will know that they're different, not expecting something that and then get something different. And so I feel bad for this lady. I really feel bad that she was so upset. And I mean, she was so upset. She was putting some of her words in capital letters, and so I feel bad that she was upset. But just so you know, if you order, and like I say, I've sold quite a few boxes. That was my first complaint, or first unhappy person. And so that's why I just want to say, if you go to my Etsy and you see the boxes, because I sell them either with or without the box, And because some people might have their own sewing kit, they might not want a box. So I did suggest to her, I don't know if she will, but I said, you could take the box and alter the box. And I just wanted to give her some suggestions. I mean, she was okay with everything that was in the box. And I guess, if somebody is that upset about the things, about what's in the box, then I guess the only right thing to do would be to give them a refund. But yeah, that kind of had me kind of discombobulated for the day. I almost wondered if I should just take them all back down, but then I thought, no, because I've been having happy customers, so why should I, for one unhappy customer, to ruin my day? But it didn't ruin my day. I shouldn't say that, because it didn't. But and so I just slow stitched. And that's what you do if something happens like that. You just slow stitch. Okay, here I just put that another piece of thread on there with the needle threader. And I'm almost all the way around right now, so I sort of have, these two pieces aren't, I almost have all of them to where they're kind of attached for a start. And so this is what you do. You just, you can put different fabrics on. You can put lace on. Oh yeah, I'll definitely have to put lace on this one too. And I'm going to put a lot of different things on this one. And I go back and forth. I might work on this one for a little while. Then I might work on a different one for a little while. And because I might work on this one and then come to a block, and I don't know what to do next. And so I'll put it away and I'll pick up a different one and work on the other one. And who knows, eventually maybe I'll sew them all together somehow. I don't know. I don't have a plan. And so, let's see, I think what I want to do now is I'm going to go back up with the borrow stitch, but you know what I have? I've got some, I wonder if I can, I've got some, my ear. Now, okay, I got beads over on that side. I think I want to put beads on this side. Oh, and I got some sequins. Ooh, maybe I want them too. I'm gonna get my beads. Okay. So I think what I'll do is I'll put a couple beads. If it'll go on my needle, maybe they won't go on this needle. Maybe I have to get another needle. That one doesn't want to go on that needle either. Is it that my needle's too chubby? Now that went on my needle. And that one went on my floor. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, that one doesn't want to go on the needle. Try another one. That one doesn't go on my needle. I think I need a skinnier needle. Okay, that one goes. So I'll put those two beads on there. And this is slow stitching, so you don't worry about taking up, don't spend the whole, don't worry about getting hit in a hurry. Don't get in no hurry. Just take your time. So there, those two beads are on there. And then let's see if I can find two more that'll go on here. I'm going to have to get a different needle. Either that or I'll be, it's going to drive me to drink. And All I got's lemonade. I don't know if lemonade would do the trick. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna try something else. Where did I put my... Oh, hopefully I put them in my needle book. I have some needles. I love my needle book. And I'm going to get some of these posted tomorrow of the needle book because, well, this one, and they're all different. This one's got a pocket on the here. Oh, that's what I want right here. Beading needles. See, it's got a pocket so you can put... Oh, see, and then there I have some circles. And there I've got a little snap pocket. Oh, and there I got some beads. And there, oh, there I got some more circles. Oh, there I got my scissors in a pocket there. But all of them are different. But I'm going to probably have them posted tomorrow. Now, let me see if I can get... This is actually a beading needle. Easy pass cord through seed... Easy pass cord through seed beads and other small hole beads. Okay, so we're going to... Ooh, the eye is small. So... The eye is small, so getting this thread through the eye of that needle is not going to work. So I'm going to, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do a little bit more. I'm going to go up with this little chain. I'll just leave those 2 beads at the bottom of my chain. And then see now, this is how we did the chain. Yesterday or Monday, we, I'll just do some chain like this yellow right up here in the stem. Okay, I put it down here in the... I pull it through here, making sure that this thread is around where I just come out of it. I make sure it's around it, see? That's what I showed on Monday's video. See right there? So I'm going to... Now I'll put this needle right back in where that thread just came out, right there. I'm putting it right back in that where it just came out and pull it up about, maybe about a ½ inch up there is how big. You can decide how big you want your chains. But as I pull it out, I'm making sure that this thread is on the outside of that, where I'm coming out of, see? And then it pulls that thread right to where it came out of. See, now make sure this thread is around like this. Make sure it's around like this. Poke that back in where you just put, or real close to it, and then let it come back out ahead about a ½ inch, and then pull it gently. And you always want to pull gently, because if you pull it real tight, it's going to, first of all, it may pucker your fabric up, and then it will, the chains won't be a chain, they'll be like straight. And that's probably, unless you want that look, that could be, because you can make up your own stitches. You can make up your own stitches. You don't have to go by, most of these are like embroidery stitches, but this is not, you don't have to go by all the embroidery rules, these rules are, this takes embroidery to a whole new level. So, but there's a lot of embroidery stitches that you can do on slow stitching, and but you are just slow stitching. That's what you're doing, just stitching, and you're taking your time. You put the needle on the thread, and like if you can't sleep, like I can't sleep right now, then you can just get up and do a little bit of slow stitching, because I don't want to lay in the bed if I'm not sleeping. No way, Jose. No, brother. And so I can do this. See, I have appointments today. I gotta go get blood work done. That's always interesting. That's what you got to look forward to when you retire. Blood work and tests. Today I got an echocardiogram. See if there's any echo in my heart. Now, if they want to hear an echo, they need to echocardiogram my head. They'd hear an echo there. But I'll have to do it. If the doctor says to do it, then there's a reason, which he doesn't have no reason to do it. He just wants me to do it because I'm old. That's why, because I'm old. And but the insurance companies, they kind of say, okay, this very old woman, she needs to have this here test right here. And my insurance company is pretty good because they want to check out things before they happen and make sure. They don't want to wait till I have a cardiac arrest or something, you know. I've never been under arrest in my life, so I know I'm not going to ever have a cardiac arrest. I don't know the difference between all them things. You can have a heart attack, or you can have a cardiac arrest, or you can have a... I don't know what they are, but I ain't planning to have none of those. Give me a chocolate chip cookie. I'll have one of those. So, yeah, I gotta do that tomorrow. But see, the thing is, that makes me have to get out of the house. So, I'm hoping my daughter is coming to pick me up to bring me. And I'm hoping that maybe that we can go to a thrift shop. Well, it'll depend on how I feel, because sometimes I just get that feeling like, I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. Oh, how I want to go home. Last night I went to sleep in Detroit City. Okay, but anyway. Does any of you have the same problem I have? Is a word makes you break out in song? Yeah, it's a wonder my children haven't divorced me. We'll just be in the middle of a conversation and all of a sudden I start singing a song. Okay, see, so I just did that chain all the way up there just because I had the thread on there and I just wanted to, that's why. So now I want to get, let's see, oh, you know what I wanted? Oh, I know what to do. I'm going to get this here. Okay, I put this needle back up on a magnet, and then I'll get this skinny old needle here. Now, do you see these here magic glasses? Sometimes when you get old, these are pretty cool. They got little headlights on them. See there? Headlights. And so I put this around my head, like this. See that? Don't I look like a brain surgeon or something? There we go. Now I can look at this needle and I can see that eye of the needle. So now I'm going to take a piece of thread. Let's see. I'll take this thread here off of this here bobbin. Take this thread off of this here bobbin. And then I'll snip that right here. I look like I know what I'm doing, don't I? These here glasses. Oh, yeah. And these is magnifying things here, so it shows things quite large, and then you just go right in here. Oh, the thread's too big for the hole. Well, let me tell you about something, Mr. Needle. Where's my little dish? Where's the top of the dish? Oh, there it is, underneath stuff. I don't know how I get this place in such of a mess. So I'm going to put my needle threader in there, because it's stiff and it's not like bendable like the thread. Boy, that just... Okay, there we go. Go in there. Will the needle threader? That's a little hole. Oh, yeah, we got that in there. We got that in there. Now I'll put the thread in there, in the needle threader hole. There we go. And then pull that needle threader back through the needle. Okay, there we go. I put a needle threader in all my boxes that I sent off because I know how important that is. Well, I sure didn't get a very long piece of thread here. I'm only going to use one strand of it though, so that's good. So I'll put a knot at the end of the one strand. Do I look like a jeweler? Oh man, look at my hair. This is hair that's been in the bed. and then the hair didn't comb itself when it got out the bed. Okay, we'll just go like this. Okay, we'll need to turn the headlight off. Save the battery. Okay, let's look back down here. Don't look at me. That could be hazardous to your health. Okay, so now I've got a beading needle. Oopsie daisies. But you know what now? Now that I've got this little skinny beading needle. Okay, let's try this. Let me try this. See? No directions. But I have got... Oh, where'd they go? Oh, there they are. I have these beads. I have these little beads right here. These are little bugle beads. That's what they're called. Them's is called bugle beads. Let me see. I want to pour out just a few. So I'm going to pour them out on a little piece of fabric so they don't go rolling all over. Kingdom come. Okay. Oh, maybe I just pour some in the lid. That's what I'll do. Pour some in the lid. Okay, now I can put those over there and hope I don't knock them over. That wouldn't be good. And so then I think the easiest thing for me to do would be to go over here, oops, and get one on the needle. Hoo-ya, hoo-ya. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to put my... Lizzie, you gotta first... I get too ahead of myself sometimes. Sometimes I just get too ahead of myself. Okay, I need to put that knot back in there now. So I just cut the knot off. Okay, where should I go with this? I think I'm going to go around Mrs. Campbell right here. So, oh, this is a nice needle. It even bends a little bit. It's kind of wiry. Oops, put this here pin. Don't get that in the floor. That in the floor and then step in it. It would be hazardous to your foot. Okay, now, let me see. Oh, dear. Sorry, Miss Campbell. I got you all discombobulated, didn't I? Okay, let me get that. There we go. Now what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm just all fumble finger. Ouch. Things hurts on my head. Take that back off my head. Okay. Yeah, I miss fumble fingers. Oh, I think it'd be easier if I just go like this and pick up a bead. And then, or maybe, I seen another bead. Oh, there it is. It'd probably be smart if I put on my glasses. Yeah, let me do that. That may help. Oh, they need a little whooshing. I can see good enough, though, through the fog. Okay, see, so I got two beads there. Now I'm going to go up here and put a stitch into the fabric. And then, let me get two more beads. Oh, yeah, I can see better. These glasses really help. Sometimes when you get old, I'll give you all of the warnings about getting old. All the warnings. I know them all. You wear your glasses. I got all the signs of old age. I have orthopedic shoes. I have glasses. I have a cane. I have a walker. I have a wheelchair. Now, all of these things I don't use. Now, the cane I always take with me when I go out. But, and sometimes I take the walker. The wheelchair I don't really need. Well, geez, I don't go out though. But, I'm in the mood to take that along too. But I don't normally need it. I did use the wheelchair yesterday in the kitchen because I was cleaning. But I was washing the base cabinets all the way. I don't know why whatever possessed me to pick white for my cupboard doors in this house when I could have had any color. I picked white. Well, and I think I picked white because I was living in a mobile home, and the mobile home was all like real dark brown, paneling, and everything was so dark. And I'd lived in there for 20 years. It was right there next door to this house. And so then when it come time to start picking all the colors for my kitchen cabinets in this house, man, I went with white. I want white. I'm done with dark. And so, but them cupboard doors, like the cupboard door that's right there where the coffee pot is, and it is all the hubster's fault. It's not my fault at all, but it was just coffee drips all down them doors. So I got my wheelchair out and my spray cleaner, and because I can't bend. That's another thing. Old age. Can't bend very good anymore either. All your joints start seizing up. And so yeah, so I had a wheelchair to do that. So that's handy to have that. And there's some times when just the hips. You see, I've had 6 children. And I don't know about mamas these days, but I notice that a lot of new mamas have got these contraptions you can wear to carry your babies around in. Well, in my day, we carried them on our hips. You had a hip that was always stuck out to the side because that was a baby chair right there. Your hip. And so now that these children is raised, I have these hip problems. Arthritis, I'm telling you, old Arthur has just zoomed into my life. And yeah, it's from carrying in babies. It's all their fault. All their fault. But so sometimes they don't work well. Did you know that you was going to listen to the long story about my health issues? But you know what? I'm 71 years old. And I'm still alive. I'm still alive, and I'm still able to get around. Some days better than others. Ouch. Dang it. I still have feeling in my fingers when I poke myself with a needle. But see, these bugle beads are fun. I'm just putting them bugle beads all around Miss Campbell. I had a teacher named Miss Campbell. I bet most everybody had a teacher named Miss Campbell. I think a lot of people that have got the last name of Campbell become teachers just because Miss Campbell is just a teacher name. I love her. She's beautiful. I think I want to draw her. Sometimes I see a picture and I just say, I'm going to sketch her out. And you can too, Joe. You can sketch her out. She's got the cutest little eyes and the cutest little chubby cheeks. I think I do want to sketch her out. And if I was to sketch her out with a fine line marker on a piece of fabric, I could sew her right to. I could sew it on here also. I could do that if I wanted to. See, and here all I'm using is that borrow stitch that we did that first Monday, but I'm adding the beads to it. And I think that's genius. I think that's genius. I just searched slow stitching today and I was watching, but I didn't really find anything that people were actually doing, but they were showing a lot of finished projects that they had that they slow stitched. They're beautiful. Some of them were really beautiful. I thought, I don't think so. I'm not into that yet. Not into all that. But some people might think mine are beautiful when I get them done. I don't know. But I couldn't find anybody that was actually slow stitching. If you guys find a YouTuber that is actually doing some slow stitching, like this beginner stuff, well, I don't know if it might always be beginner stuff. For me, everything is always beginner. I wonder if these are glass. They almost feel like glass. Some of them I'm not Oh, there's a round bead. Oh, well, that's going on there, too. What's going on there? And so, but seriously though, if you all see somebody that's doing some slow stitching, and oh, I did have somebody sent me a link, and I went on one. So I went on one, but then, but it was like she'd speed through it. I just don't know about them speed demons. There's some YouTube speed demons. They start doing something and then they speed through it. They get put it in fast forward or something. Well, that's good for some, but for me, let me see what you're doing. I won't see what you're doing because I'm just learning this stuff. And so I need, and I have to see, some of my beads are crooked. I'm sorry, Miss Campbell, that I made some of your beads crooked. Crooked. I don't want your beads to be crooked. So I'll make me a little knot back here. So that was enough thread. Whoopsie daisies. Oopsie daisies. Wait a minute. I gotta make sure I get this. This is a pretty long needle. My thread's almost not long enough to make that knot the way I make knots. Okay, there we go. It worked. It worked just fine. Okay, there we go. Got a knot. There you go. See, so I put them beads now. They're all the way around that one little square here that's got Miss Campbell on it. From the Campbell Soup folk. Isn't she cute? I think I do want to try and draw her. Sometimes I like to just sit here with a thread, a pencil and a paper and sketch stuff. It won't come out exactly like she looks right there, but it might come close. That's all I'm looking for, is close. Okay, let's see. What should I put on here now? Oh, I want to, I wonder if I want to go inside these leaves. Boy, that would be pretty too if I fill inside the beads. The leaves with... Let me get a regular needle here. Is this a regular needle? Yeah, this is like a... Yeah, that'll work. Let me get... And then I'm going to get, God, this ear. Let's see. What should I use? This thread? Should I use this thread? I need to get something different. I was going to just use that whitish stuff, but I just changed my mind. Midstream, I just changed my mind. I wonder why my, oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. Now, I couldn't see me on the screen. I thought I disappeared from the Earth, from planet Earth, but I didn't. I didn't disappear from planet Earth. Let's see, is that going to go in there? Oh, no. I need my needle threader again. Let's see if I can do this one without the magnifying glass. Oh, yeah. Got that one in there without the magnifying glass. So, see, there's still hope for me. There's still hope for me. Yeah. I haven't planned exactly what we're going to do on... Well, dang. That just pulled that wire right out of that thing. So, you know what I'm going to do? The wire's still in there. Where did I put them pliers? Oh, there they are. Sometimes you need the big daddy tools, Pull that with this way. Oh. Maybe that won't come through the eye of that needle. Let me see. Wait a minute. Let me try again up here. Oh, got it. Man. Now, where did that thing go? Where'd that thing go? Oh, there it is. Still on the thread. So, I just broke my needle threader. That's okay. I got more. They're cheap. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, what was I going to do with this? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I am going to... I probably needed a bigger needle with this here, because this is that friendship thread on here, because it's not split up like embroidery floss, so it's like friendships for thread. I'm going to go inside these leaves. And I'm going to make those French knots. Mine don't really look French when I get done with them because, see, you're supposed to, this is what you're supposed to do. Okay, you pull the thread through. Now I got it coming through the fabric. Then you take the needle and you wrap it around the needle 2 times. Then you put that needle back in right where you just came out, but you got to hold this. Hold this thread. Don't be letting go of it. And don't pull it real tight, just sort of tight. And then pull that thread through the bottom. But you're still holding on to that thread here, that original. And then you pull it gently. There it is. It's a knot. A French knot. See there? I'll make some more. That one worked out good. So now I'll poke it up again in the middle. Somewhere in that leaf. Push it up there again. Okay, and gently get that up in here like this way. Okay, and then I'm going to go wrap it twice. Put it back down very close or in the same hole. Very close, I would say. I don't think you should go inside the same hole. And then, see, I'm holding that thread where it came out of, where it originally came out of. I'm holding it kind of gently. And I found if you don't hold that, and then don't pull real tight either, because it might pull that knot right all the way through, and I don't know why. And that might just be me. I don't know. It could be. And so I pull it up. There we go. Now I got that in there gently. Now I'm going to take and wrap that thread around my needle 2 times. Now it's wrapped, and I'm holding on to it where I just wrapped it, and then it's going in. I'm going to keep holding on to that gently, and then pull it through the bottom. I'm still holding on to that thread where it came first through, and gently pull that just till it's a knot. Don't keep pulling it, because if you pull it too hard, it'll pull that whole knot through there. I know that because that's what it did to me. And it might be only me it does that to. I don't know. But anyway, this is going to be a pink leaf. See? There, I got it through there again. And I'm going to wrap and wrap. And then put that needle back in there. I'm going to hold that. I'm holding that thread. Holding on to it. I'm holding for dear life while I try and find this needle that disappeared. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Yeah. And then we're going to just pull that, and there I got me another knot. I have made 4 knots and they've all worked. Put another one. I'm on a roll here. You know what would be pretty, I think, is if I make my leaves multicolored. If I multicolor them. So see, I got space in between some of these. It'll take a while, but this is slow stitching. If I wrap around 3 times, it makes a little bit bigger of a knot. So see, there you go. You can wrap it around 3 times. Let's see how that looks. Right. Careful, careful, careful. Yeah, see, it made a little bit of a knot. And we'll go over here and we'll make a knot. Man, I just can go from now till next Tuesday. And I'm going to wrap, wrap, wrap. I'm wrapping 3 times now because I want bigger knots. Bigger is always better, especially in an ice cream sundae. Banana split. Boy, it's been a long time since I had a banana split. Of course, Elizabeth, because you're diabetic. You can't be eating that crap. You're going to die. You're going to just up and die. Yeah, I know. I've been doing pretty good about not eating that kind of stuff because I don't want to up and die, because I have like a lot of craft supplies I got to get used up. And so I don't want to just up and die. Okay, here we go. And here we go. There we go. See, I'm getting these pretty good. Okay, I'm liking the 3 wraps instead of 2. I like 3 wraps. It makes a little bit bigger of a knot. And so it's like a French knot on steroids. Put that back in. Oh, get back in there. Get back in there, needle. Okay, there we go. I guess I should hang up the phone because we've been on here almost an hour. I might be tired enough now to go to sleep. I don't know. But yeah, see there? I think on Monday we're going to do stuff with the blanket stitch. And, because I like that blanket stitch too. I think I got that one down pat. And I can show you guys that I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I may be old, but I can do it. Okay. I'm really not all that old. See, we figured out, see, me and my friend, we was on the telephone, and we decided that, once you're over the heel, when you're 50, you're over the heel. So once you get over the heel, you start counting backwards. So, and that's how it should go, too. So that would mean I'm 21 years older than 50, so you take 21 years away from 50, and I'm only like 39. 49? No, 29. 39, 49. Yeah, I'm only 29. Because I'm going backwards. I almost said that backwards. I almost said that. Sometimes I hang around Papa too long, and he says he's got some colorful language he uses, and and I always say, don't be using that language. And so now my new thing is every time he says a bad word, I repeat it, and then he tells me, don't be talking like that. I said, I just said what you said. And so he tries not to use as many bad words because he knows I'm going to repeat them. I'm going to repeat them just like he did. Just say whatever he said, I'll say it again. So he pretty much is being careful. Oh, I didn't hold on to that thread. I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that I got that. There. Now look. I'm pretty proud of them French knots inside there. Now, so if I filled that whole thing in with French knots, but with different colors, like if I put some green in there too, or some blue, or some different colors of, because that's pink. There, see, that would be pretty cool. I think that would be cool. I could take this heart. I wonder if I want to put that heart right there. Only because I already got the thread there. Yeah, I'm going to make that heart right there. Lola Gamma made this heart. Yeah. I'm going to sew it on there. I'm just stitching it on there with some stitches. No stitches in particular, just stitch it on there. So it looked like a heart with spots. A spotted heart. And I think it'll look just fine right there. No thought, no rhyme, no reason. Just put it there. Just put it there. And so, yeah, so I might go ahead and upload this here video after I edit it. Who am I fooling? I do not edit nothing. I don't even know how. And the sad thing is I don't want to learn how either. This is kind of cool. See, that was just sitting there. That heart was just sitting there looking pretty. So there I did. I just picked it up and stitched it on there just with spots. It'll hold long as it holds on there. That's all that matters. You can't see much, I know, because of these here Finnish hands. I come from Finnish people. Not saying that all Finnish people have big hands, but in my family they do. My Finnish family, they got some hands, I'm telling you, because we had to milk them cows, and so we had to have big hands. Milk them cows. If you have them dainty hands, yeah, you can't milk no cows with dainty hands. So yeah, I have big hands. Come on, thread. Come on. Come on. Okay, I almost got this heart on here till I'm happy with it. Now see, as you can notice, there's no instructions here. I just picked up that heart and started stitching it on. No instructions. And you never know what I'm going to do with all of this. You just never know. But you know what? I'm having fun. I'm having fun, right? Where'd that needle go? Oh, it didn't go through the bottom. Okay, just a minute. I need to go put some olive oil in my ear. Okay, yeah. The pain is like comes and goes. Like right this second it's not hurting, and then all of a sudden it'll hurt. It's probably just because I got this buildup of earwax. I went to the doctor one time, and I had an earache, and I went to the doctor, and this was been Dr. Blackburn was my doctor at the time. And I went to the doctor, and well, I didn't talk to him, but I talked to his little, the helpers, the doctor helpers. And so they decided that I have a buildup of wax in there, and that's why my ear was hurting. So they wanted to give me an ear lavage, and so I thought, well, that's fine. And so I never did meet that doctor in real person. Only saw his little helper. But I'll never forget that time because she made fun of me. She might not have thought she was making fun of me, but she was making fun of me because she was saying I had earwax of a truck driver. I was so embarrassed. I was embarrassed that she told me I had the earwax of a truck driver. And I didn't stay at that doctor long because when I first started going to that doctor, they had me sign a paper saying that I will follow his instructions to the letter or I will be released from his practice. And I will not miss an appointment and all of that stuff. And you had to sign that when you first went in there. And so, well, I signed it. I figured, yeah, well, okay. Yeah, I sign anything. What the heck? And so I was embarrassed already because she was making fun of all the earwax I had, but then I missed an appointment. So yeah, as they said, I missed the appointment because I could not get off of work, and I was going to go at lunch to my appointment, but I couldn't get off work because we had some orders that had to go out that moment, and I could not get off work to go. So I called and told them I couldn't get off work, and so I would not be there, and could I just reschedule my appointment? And they said no, because you have to call 24 hours in advance, and we can't reschedule your appointment. And then a few days later, I got the letter in the mail that said I was no longer a patient of Dr. Blackburn. And so, then I had to find another doctor. No big old deal, no problem. I never met him anyway, I only met his whatever. But then, a couple years later, this doctor, the old grouch, he must have been an old grouch because his teenage children, they had 2 teenage children, come home from school one day only to find their parents in the closet of their bedroom, in the closet where Mr. Blackburn had kind of ended Mrs. Blackburn's life and then ended his own life. I thought, what in the world? So he must have not liked himself either. But he was very active in the community and stuff, and he did a lot of charity work and stuff. So I don't know what came over him to do that. That's Dr. Blackburn. Aren't you glad to know that? That's weird news, isn't it? This is the weird news of the day. Then we had a pediatrician that was a real well-known pediatrician. In fact, he'd been a pediatrician for so long that he was my son's pediatrician when he was born. And my son is just turned, well, he says he just turned 30, but he really turned 36, I think, or 35. 36. But he says, no, 30. But he was my son's pediatrician. But he offed himself. About a couple years ago, he offed himself. So I guess doctoring can be a very stressful job. And then one of the old obstetricians died. Oh, I don't remember if he offed himself or if he just died of natural old age. I don't remember. Oh, see, I didn't hold that one. I don't have enough more thread. I didn't hold that one, and so I didn't hold my mouth right. And so then I didn't get my knot. So I'll have to make, well, my thread's too short now anyway. I'll pull it off that needle and put my needle into my truck. Okay, see, that's my truck pincushion. There we go. Okay. Well, that's all I'm going to do tonight. Because now I think maybe I can go back to sleep. So I laid these patches on here. And this one here is kind of flapped over there. So I'm going to cut that right there off. Right there. There we go. That's fine. That's good. That's all fine and good. And so I'm going to work on this. I'm going to continue working on this. Not right now, because I'm going to try and go back to sleep. But, ooh, that ear. Maybe I won't put olive oil in my ear. But that, and so, see, I've got more stuff on here. But see, I got to cut that off of there, too, because I don't want to cover that ladder up. And I'll cut that off of there. There we go. Because that looks like a ladder. And I'm going to do something with that. I'm going to put something inside each one of them squares, maybe. I don't know. But, and I might just, see, I have rickrack. Any kind of trims you have like this? Look at this. Where can I put that rickrack? I could just go put a whole strip right down there. And then I could sew it on. You know what I could do? I could sew that whole thing on with buttons. Would put a button in the middle of each one of the racks. This is a rick and this is a rack. And I could put little buttons. Or maybe beads again. Maybe I could put beads again. I don't know what I could do. I really do not know what I can do. And stitch that piece on there, but I'm not going to do it right now. Or you can go like on the edge of your fabrics. You could go on the edge and just stitch it on one of the edges. That'd be pretty. What if I just go down this edge right here? I think I'm going to do that. I think that would be very pretty. Like, then I could get another piece and go down this edge. Man, I could rick-rack this whole thing up. And I could get rick-rack, paddywhack. I could get a whole bunch of different ones, too. You know what? This thing, this rick-rack, I could go, like, I could let it climb up that ladder. Rick-rack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played too. He played rick-rack on my shoe with a rick-rack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played rick-rack on my door with a knick-knack, ratty-whack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. Look at there. See? I just rick-racked all the way up that ladder. That's going to stay there, too. It's going to live there. Cut this right here. That's got tape on it. Cut that right there. I'm going to stitch that in there where it'll stay. See that? That's really beautiful. Then I could go and do some in and out right along this. On this side. I know it's not supposed to be rick-rack, paddywhack. I know it's supposed to be knick-knack, paddywhack. But I think rick-rack sounds better. See that, what I just did? What do you think about that, y'all? I think it's beautiful. Yeah, I think near done. I'm just going to... Oops, my truck wrecked. My truck wrecked. I had a truck wreck. Okay, that's all I'm going to... Oh, no, I'm going to read to you. Let me see. Now, if you're listening... Now, here... I just heard about a friend today, and it's one of my online friends, and I heard about her that she is very, very, very ill, and she's not really that old, but she's very, very old and crippled up, and and she's feeling very poorly. Just feeling very poorly. Not physically only, it's physically and emotionally, because she's feeling so poorly. And I do know from experience here, because I've been around for 71 years, that sometimes I think about all the stuff I could do when I was 27. Man, I could do anything when I was 27. And I had still energy left after I was done with everything. I still had energy. And now, not so much. And so it is, once you cannot do what you used to could do, you can still remember what you used to could do, but you couldn't do it no more. And that gets very depressing. So here, this book is amazing. It's called You Are Stronger Than You Know, Words of Hope and Encouragement for Someone Living with a Chronic Illness. I do hope my friend is watching tonight or whenever she watches, and here's what I have to say, because I'm gonna see this. I'm gonna open this page, and this page is going to be the one for this friend. Let's see what it says. It says, no one expects you to have it all figured out. You don't have to have all the answers or always know the right thing to say. You can climb the highest mountain if you want, or quietly imagine that you might someday. You can take chances or take safety nets, make miracles or make mistakes. You don't have to be composed at all hours to be strong. You don't have to be bold or certain to be brave. That was written by Ashley Rice. I want to read another one. Let me see, what else can I read? That was too short. Let me see, what else can I read? Oh, here's one. When you need some help to get through. When nothing is going right, when you're wondering, what did I do to deserve this? When the day is a disaster, and a little serenity is just what you're after. When you need a whole lot less to concern you, and a whole lot more to smile about. When a few peaceful hours would seem like a vacation to you, and you're wondering if there's anything you've got to look forward to. Sometimes you just have to remember you're going to make it through this day, even if it's one step at a time. Sometimes you just have to be patient and brave and strong. If you don't know how, just make it up as you go along. I do like that one, because that's like our crazy quilt, our slow stitching. It's like life. We can just make it up as we go along. We're making this up as we go along, and I'm loving it. I love Miss Campbell. And I love my flower, and I love my heart. I love my beads. I love my stitching. My knick-knack paddywhack. I love it. Rick-rack paddywhack. Whatever paddywhack. Look at these, and I love that. It's just, I'm making it up as I go along, and you can do that. You can do that. God bless you all, especially you all that are maybe having a bad day today. If you're having a bad day and you just wonder if things will ever go right. They will go right. I have been to the very end of my rope in my days. And I just tied a knot on the end of that rope, and I just hung on for dear life. I hung on to that end of that rope and pulled myself back up. And sometimes you're almost not physically able to do that. Not physically, but you can emotionally pull yourself back up, especially if you've got a chronic illness that is keeping you a chronic illness that is keeping you almost homebound or chairbound or bedbound or whatever. Emotionally, you don't have to be bound. You can make things up. Just close your eyes and pretend you're climbing that mountain. And I know it might sound silly, but it's not silly. You can actually bring yourself out, get a little truck like this and drive it Just drive it along your sewing area, make a pincushion out of it. And I ask God to watch over each and every one of you, especially the friend I have in mind right now. Um, I ask God to watch over you, to keep you safe, to keep you happy, keep you joyful, keep you calm, keep you comfortable. And I will see you on the next video. God bless. God bless. And I just want to cry when I